The galaxy had known peace for hundreds of years. The great alien civilizations lived in their own space, following rules and agreements that kept war far away from most worlds. They thought they were the strongest. They thought nothing could surprise them. But then at the edge of the Orion Arm, humans began to grow. Slowly at first, they built colonies on Mars, Europa, and other worlds near their star. Then faster than anyone expected, they spread further, building ships and stations that were strong and fast. The Galactic Union noticed them. Their leaders studied human behavior and found it strange. Humans fought with courage that seemed reckless. They argued, disagreed, and yet they united when they needed to. The aliens called them primitives, children of a weak planet, but some began to worry. The humans were clever. They did not follow rules. They did not bow. On a quiet day in orbit around Mars, Commander Ethan Cole watched the sky. He stood on the bridge of the battleship USS Valiant, a new human ship designed for exploration and defense. The red planet below was peaceful, with colonies growing and people working in farms, labs, and small factories. Ethan loved this sight. He loved seeing humans building a future among the stars. "Commander, sensors detect unknown ships entering the system," reported Lieutenant Mason, young and serious, her hands moving fast across the holographic controls. "They are not broadcasting identification. They are not responding to hails." Ethan's jaw tightened. "Show me," he said. The main screen shifted, revealing a fleet of strange ships. They were bigger than anything humans had built, sleek and gray, glowing faintly with energy fields. Their numbers were large and they moved in formation, slow but deliberate. "Alien ships," Ethan said, though he already knew. "Prepare for contact." "Open communications," there was no reply. The ships moved closer. Suddenly, beams of energy shot out from them, faster than light, destroying one of the human mining stations in an instant. Explosions lit the sky, and Ethan felt a cold fury rise inside him. "They attacked without warning," he said quietly, his eyes hard. "They attacked innocent people. Raise shields. Prepare defensive systems. We fight back if we must." The crew moved fast, trained and ready, but the alien ships were powerful. They fired again, and humans in orbit and on the surface ran for cover. Communication from the colonies was breaking up. Chaos spread, and for the first time in centuries, humanity faced a threat it could not ignore. Ethan turned to his first officer, Captain Laura Brooks. She was calm, but her face showed tension. "We can't let them win," Ethan said. "We protect our people or we lose everything." Laura nodded. "We fight. But it won't be easy. Their weapons are unlike anything we have seen. They know more about combat than we do. They think they are stopping us before we become dangerous." Ethan clenched his fists. They made a mistake. They will learn the hard way that humans do not give up. The alien fleet advanced, and the first shots from the USS Valiant fired. Energy beams and missiles lit the dark space. Human ships fought bravely, moving with agility that surprised the aliens. They dodged, they countered, and they struck hard when openings appeared. But the aliens were stronger. One by one, human stations were destroyed. A colony on Mars was gone, burning in space. Ethan watched the screens, unable to look away, his anger growing. "This is war," he said, "and we will win it." Word spread quickly across human colonies. News of the attack on Mars shocked everyone. People were afraid, but they were also angry. Governments that had been separate and sometimes in conflict began to speak together. Leaders realized that survival depended on unity. Earth formed the United Earth Fleet, combining all human military power into one command. Scientists, engineers, pilots, and soldiers worked together in ways they had never done before. Ethan was chosen to command a task force. His ship, the USS Valiant, became the symbol of human resistance. Beside him, Laura Brooks was his first officer, trusted and skilled, ready to face any danger. The two of them knew that this was only the beginning. The galaxy had attacked humans, and humans would not forgive. As the human fleet assembled, Dr. Claire Mason, a young and brilliant engineer, worked on new weapons and systems. She believed humans could fight the aliens not by copying them, but by being unpredictable. She designed railguns that fired faster than the eye could see, stealth systems that made ships almost invisible, and AI systems that helped pilots make decisions faster. Humanity's technology grew fast, pushed by fear and determination. In the first counterattack, humans moved carefully. They chose a small alien outpost near the asteroid belt. Ethan's fleet approached under the cover of dust and rocks. When the aliens saw them, humans were already in position. The first shots fired were precise. Small ships darted between asteroids, firing and retreating, confusing the larger alien vessels. "Target their engines," Ethan ordered. "We do not need to destroy everything. We need to show them we can strike back." Human ships moved like shadows. They hit alien ships, then disappeared before the aliens could respond. The attack caused confusion and panic. The aliens had expected humans to flee or surrender. They had not expected humans to fight. The battle lasted only an hour, but its effect was greater than anyone expected. The alien fleet retreated, leaving behind a few damaged ships. Ethan's fleet had won their first victory. Back on Earth, celebrations were muted. People cheered, but they also mourned those who were lost. The human race was learning a harsh lesson. War had come to them and it would not stop. But they also learned another lesson. Humans could fight with courage, skill, and unity. Ethan looked at Laura Brooks after the battle. "This is only the beginning," he said. "We will defend our people. We will show the galaxy that attacking humans is a mistake they will regret." Laura nodded. "They will not forget us, and neither will we forget them." In the days that followed, humanity moved quickly. Shipyards worked day and night, building faster ships, stronger weapons, and better defenses. Scientists shared their knowledge across colonies. Training programs produced pilots who could maneuver in space like dancers, unpredictable and fast. Civilians joined in, volunteering to work on ships, repair stations, and logistics. The Galactic Union, watching from afar, began to realize their error. They had thought humans would submit or hide. They had thought one strike would scare a small species into obedience. Instead, they had awakened something the galaxy had never seen before. Ethan stood again on the bridge of the USS Valiant, watching a new fleet form in orbit above Earth. Hundreds of ships, small and large, were ready to fight. He felt pride in the human spirit, pride in their courage, but he also felt the weight of responsibility. Every life was precious and every battle would cost more. Yet in his heart he knew one thing clearly. Humans did not back down. They did not surrender. They adapted, they learned, and they fought harder than anyone could imagine. The galaxy had underestimated them once. Humans would make sure it never happened again. Far away, alien leaders watched the reports of human counterattacks. Their fear grew. Their belief in easy victories shattered. Across their worlds, soldiers whispered of the Terrans, of their daring, their strange courage, and the fire in their hearts. In human colonies, children looked at the stars and dreamed of space. They did not know yet the full horrors of war, but they knew the human race was changing. Humans were no longer just survivors on a fragile planet. They were warriors, thinkers, and builders. They were something the galaxy would remember. Commander Ethan Cole turned from the view of Earth. "Prepare the fleet for the next move," he said. "We strike where they least expect. Humanity fights not just for survival, we fight to be remembered." And so, the first chapter of humanity's war in the stars began. Small victories became legends. Courage became a weapon. The galaxy had attacked humans, and humans had fired back. The battle for survival, for respect, and for the right to exist had begun, and no one in the galaxy would ever forget it. After the attack on Mars, humanity's anger burned like fire. The United Earth fleet worked faster than anyone could have imagined. Shipyards built new vessels day and night. Scientists and engineers tested new weapons and defenses. Pilots trained, for hours every day, learning how to move through space in ways that would confuse and outsmart the alien fleets. Commander Ethan Cole and Captain Laura Brooks were at the center of it all. They studied alien tactics, analyzing every movement from the Mars attack. Ethan wanted more than revenge. He wanted to make sure the galaxy knew humanity could fight back, and fight harder than anyone expected. "Reports are coming in from the outer colonies," said Lieutenant Mason. "The aliens have attacked several small stations. They destroyed them all. But survivors report humans fought back with more skill than before." Ethan nodded. "They are learning fast. So are we. Prepare a fleet for a counterstrike. We hit one of their smaller bases near Vega Prime. We show them humans do not run." Laura looked at him carefully. "We must plan carefully. The aliens are stronger. One mistake could cost hundreds of lives." Ethan's eyes were hard, determined. "I know, but hesitation will cost more. We fight, and we fight smart. That is all we can do." The fleet moved out quickly. It was small but fast. Humans used stealth ships to scout the area, hiding in asteroid fields and using debris to cover their approach. They observed the alien base for days, studying patrol patterns and defenses. Humans worked as a team. Every soldier, pilot, and engineer knew their role. Every movement was precise. Dr. Claire Mason, the engineer, had designed railguns and missile systems that humans had never used in battle before. They were fast and accurate. Unlike the slow alien weapons, these weapons could strike before the enemy could react. She watched the simulations and smiled. Humanity had found a way to fight the bigger fleets without being destroyed. When the time came, Ethan led the fleet from the front. The human ships moved like shadows through the asteroid field. The alien base appeared on the horizon, glowing with energy shields. Humans were ready. "Attack positions," Ethan said. His voice was calm, but inside, his heart raced. "We hit their engines first, then we take out their weapons. We do not give them a chance to strike back." The fleet moved with surprising speed. Stealth ships darted in and out, hitting the enemy where it hurt most. Large human ships fired railgun volleys at engines, destroying several alien vessels before they could react. Explosions lit the darkness and alien crews scrambled to respond. "Shields are holding," reported Mason, her fingers moving quickly across the controls. "We can keep going." Ethan nodded. "Keep the pressure. Do not let them regroup." The aliens had expected fear. They had expected humans to hide. They had not expected an attack. Their ships were slow to move, and their weapons could not track the fast, small human vessels. One by one, alien ships exploded, leaving behind trails of fire. Laura Brooks coordinated a squadron to cut off escape routes. "We trapped them here," she said. "No ship leaves alive." Humans fought with courage that shocked the aliens. They moved together as one, helping each other, covering each other's flanks, and never giving up. They used damaged ships as shields, risking their own lives to protect others. Pilots who were young and inexperienced still flew with skill and daring. The aliens had never seen anything like it. After hours of fighting, the alien base was in ruins. Most of the alien ships had been destroyed. Humans lost a few vessels, but the victory was complete. Ethan looked at the remnants of the enemy fleet, his eyes hard but proud. "This is only the beginning," he said. "The galaxy will remember this day." Back on Earth, news of the victory spread quickly. Humans celebrated, but they also mourned. The losses were heavy, and every life mattered. The victory was important, but it reminded everyone of the cost of war. Dr. Mason worked non-stop to repair and improve weapons. "We must keep moving forward," she said. "The aliens will not stop. If we wait, we die." Ethan and Laura held meetings with leaders from different colonies. They planned the next strikes carefully, studying the alien response and improving human tactics. Every battle taught them something new. Every victory gave them confidence. Humans began to realize something important. They were not just fighting for survival. They were proving that intelligence, courage, and unity could overcome greater strength. Humans adapted to every situation. They learned quickly. They were unpredictable. That unpredictability became their greatest weapon. In the next operation, humans attacked a convoy carrying alien supplies to a forward base. Using fast ships and clever maneuvers, they destroyed every supply ship before the aliens could react. The aliens were stunned. They had expected humans to be slow, predictable, and weak. Instead, humans were everywhere, striking with precision and vanishing before counterattacks could reach them. Ethan looked at the reports. "They cannot understand us." "That is good. Let them be confused. We use it to our advantage." Laura nodded. "We must not underestimate them either. They are dangerous when cornered." The humans continued to fight in smaller battles. Each one was different. Sometimes they used stealth. Sometimes they used overwhelming force. Sometimes they lured aliens into traps. Every tactic was new to the enemy. Every victory built their reputation. Across the galaxy, whispers of humans spread. Aliens began to fear the humans. Even in places far from Earth, fleets moved carefully. They no longer attacked small human colonies without hesitation. They had learned that humans would fight back, and that humans would not stop. Stories of daring raids, clever tactics, and courage spread. Humans became more than a threat. They became legends. Despite the fear, humans never lost their humanity. They mourned those who were lost. They celebrated victories quietly, remembering that war was not play. Ethan and Laura often walked the decks, speaking with crews, listening to their stories, and offering comfort. One evening, Ethan looked at the stars from the bridge. "They thought we would be weak," he said softly. "They thought we would hide. They were wrong. They will never make that mistake again." Laura stood beside him. "They will fight harder, and we must be ready." Ethan nodded. "Then we adapt. We become stronger. Every battle teaches us something. Every victory builds our fleet. Humanity will survive. Humanity will win." The galaxy had attacked first. Humans had fired back. The first victory at Vega Prime had proven that humans were not to be underestimated. The alien fleets were learning a hard lesson. Intelligence, courage, and adaptability could overcome brute strength. Young pilots trained under veteran officers, learning how to react quickly, think ahead, and act as one. Engineers improved every system, creating ships faster, stronger, and more dangerous. Scientists studied alien technology, adapting it for human use. Humans were changing, evolving under pressure, becoming more than they had ever been before. Ethan and Laura watched over it all. They knew the next battles would be harder. They knew the aliens would adapt, just as humans did. But they also knew one truth. Humans did not give up. Humans did not surrender. Humans fought with fire in their hearts, and that fire could not be stopped. From the edge of the galaxy, alien leaders sent more ships. They wanted to crush humanity before it became a real threat. But every fleet that approached found the humans ready, waiting, and stronger than expected. Every attack ended in frustration and loss. Reports came in from scouts. Alien soldiers whispered of humans, of their courage, their strange tactics, and their unbreakable will. Across the stars, fear grew. The galaxy had expected humans to be weak. Instead, humans fought back, clever, fast, and unyielding. Ethan smiled at the reports. "They will learn," he said. "Every attack teaches them. But they will never understand the full strength of humanity. Not yet." Laura looked at him with respect. "And when they do, will we stop?" Ethan shook his head. "No. We protect our people. We fight for our homes. We fight for the future. Humanity will not bow. Humanity will not hide. Humanity will stand." The first counterattacks had shown the galaxy that humans were more than a small, weak species. They were strong, brave, and clever. They were unpredictable, they adapted, they survived. And most of all, they would never allow the galaxy to strike first without paying a price. The war had begun in earnest. Humans were ready. Humans had begun to fight back, and the galaxy would never forget it. The victories at Vega Prime and in the outer colonies gave humanity confidence. But Ethan Cole knew the war was far from over. The Galactic Union had underestimated humans once, and they would strike back with greater force. Ethan and Laura Brooks studied alien movements closely, tracking fleets that moved faster than before and adapting their plans. Every step was calculated, every action precise. Dr. Claire Mason worked tirelessly on new systems for the fleet. She had developed an AI-assisted command program that could coordinate hundreds of ships at once. The AI analyzed enemy movements, predicted attacks, and suggested strategies in real time. Human pilots could react faster than ever, making decisions almost instinctively. The aliens had never faced a force like this before. Ethan gathered his officers on the bridge of the USS Valiant. "We are about to enter the Epsilon Gate system," he said. "The aliens have a fleet there larger than any we have faced. They believe they can destroy us. We will show them the opposite." Laura Brooks studied the star maps. Their formation is tight. They rely on heavy ships and energy shields, but they are slow. "If we move fast and strike precisely, we can break their lines." Ethan nodded. "We strike in waves. AI coordinates our ships. We hit weak points first, then push through the center. No hesitation. No retreat. The human fleet moved out. Hundreds of ships, large and small, advanced toward Epsilon Gate. The alien fleet waited, confident in their numbers and their superior firepower. But they were about to learn that numbers alone did not win wars. As humans approached, the AI took control of defensive maneuvers. Ships twisted and turned, dodging beams and missiles with incredible speed. Pilots followed its guidance, moving as one, hitting targets in coordinated strikes. Small human ships darted between larger alien vessels, firing railguns and missiles with deadly accuracy. Every attack was precise, every movement calculated. The aliens opened fire. Their weapons were powerful, lighting up space with energy beams. But humans moved faster, striking and disappearing before the enemy could respond. One by one, alien ships were damaged or destroyed. The larger vessels tried to regroup, but the humans anticipated their every move. Ethan's voice was calm over the intercom. "Keep moving. Focus on the engines. Break their mobility. We will control the battlefield." Laura led a squadron to flank the alien fleet. "We hit their left wing. Draw them out. Make them chase shadows," she ordered. Human pilots followed, weaving through debris and asteroid fragments. They attacked from unexpected angles, confusing the alien crews. The battle raged for hours. Explosions lit the darkness of space. Ships collided, some destroyed, some barely holding together. Humans worked as one. Damaged ships were supported by allies. Injured pilots were rescued mid-battle. Every action reflected coordination, skill, and courage. Dr. Mason monitored the AI from the command center. "It's working perfectly," she said. "We can predict their moves before they happen." "They cannot adapt fast enough," Ethan smiled. "Good, keep feeding data. Every ship, every maneuver counts." The turning point came when humans targeted the command ship of the alien fleet. It was massive, shielded, and heavily armed. But the humans had learned its weaknesses. Using speed and precision, they struck the engines, disabling the ship. Without command, the rest of the fleet faltered. Alien captains tried to regain control, but humans anticipated every move. The AI coordinated attacks across the fleet, ensuring no alien ship escaped. One by one, the alien vessels were destroyed or forced to retreat. Ethan and Laura watched the battlefield from the Valiant. "They are breaking," Laura said. "Keep pressure. Do not give them a chance to recover." Ethan nodded. "This is the day we show the galaxy humans are not to be underestimated." The victory at Epsilon Gate became a turning point. News of the battle spread quickly. Across the galaxy, aliens whispered about the humans. They had expected weak, primitive creatures. Instead, humans were clever, fast, and unyielding. The Terrans, as they began to be called, could fight like no one had seen before. Back on Earth and its colonies, humans celebrated quietly. They had proven themselves, but they also remembered the cost. Hundreds of ships were lost, thousands of lives taken. The victories were important, but the price was high. Ethan walked among the crews, offering words of encouragement and listening to their fears. Laura worked with Dr. Mason to analyze data from the battle. "The AI is powerful," Laura said, "but we must not rely on it completely. Humans must think too." Dr. Mason nodded. "Agreed. The AI guides us, but the courage and skill of pilots make it unstoppable. Together we are stronger than they expect." Human engineers improved every system, building faster, stronger ships. Pilots trained harder, learning to move unpredictably and strike with precision. Scientists studied alien technology, adapting it to human needs. Every victory taught humanity something new. Every defeat made them stronger. Ethan knew the war was far from over. The Galactic Union would not accept defeat easily. They would strike back, and humans had to be ready. "We have shown them what we can do," he said. "But this is only the beginning. They will adapt. We must adapt faster." Laura looked at the stars. "We are changing them. They will not underestimate us again." Ethan nodded. "And if they do, we will teach them the cost." The humans had learned that courage, intelligence, and unity were as powerful as any weapon. They had learned that every human life mattered, and that sacrifice could lead to victory. They had learned that the galaxy could not control them, could not predict them, and could not stop them. Across the alien worlds, leaders panicked. Reports of the defeat at Epsilon Gate spread fear. Soldiers whispered about humans who fought like gods, ships that moved impossibly fast, and tactics that made no sense. Even civilians feared the humans. The galaxy had underestimated them once, and the memory of that mistake haunted every fleet commander. Meanwhile, humans looked forward, not back. They repaired damaged ships, trained new pilots, and built new weapons. They planned the next strikes deeper into alien territory. Every operation was designed to surprise, to outsmart, and to show humans were unstoppable. Ethan walked the deck of the Valiant, looking at the young pilots preparing for their next mission. "Remember this," he said. "They attacked us first. They thought we would hide. They were wrong. Every move we make now shows the galaxy that humans do not bow." Laura stood beside him. "And every battle we win will teach them a lesson they will never forget." Ethan smiled. "Exactly. Humans fight not just with ships but with courage, with skill, and with determination. That is something no alien fleet can destroy." The AI continued to guide the fleet, predicting attacks and suggesting maneuvers, but it was the humans who made the final decisions. Pilots moved with instinct. Engineers repaired in the heat of battle, and commanders coordinated the chaos into precision. The aliens had never faced anything like it. Ethan knew the war was far from over. The Galactic Union would strike back with greater fleets, more advanced weapons, and dangerous strategies. But humanity had proven one thing: they would fight. They would survive, and they would win. In the weeks after Epsilon Gate, humans continued their campaign. They attacked supply lines, disrupted fleets, and captured key stations. Every success built their reputation and their confidence. Across the galaxy, the legend of humans grew. They were clever, unpredictable, and unstoppable. Ethan and Laura knew that the next challenges would be greater. The aliens had powerful weapons, vast fleets, and deep knowledge of space warfare. But humans had something stronger: the will to survive, the courage to fight, and the ability to adapt faster than anyone. The galaxy had never seen humans like this. They had thought humans would be easy to defeat. They had thought humans would run. They had thought humans were weak. Every battle proved them wrong. Ethan looked at the stars one last time before the fleet moved out again. "The universe has learned our name," he said. "And it will remember it forever." Laura nodded. "And we will continue to fight. For our people. For our home. For humanity." The human fleet prepared for the next mission, deeper into alien space, ready to challenge the Galactic Union at every turn. Humanity was no longer just surviving. They were winning. They were changing the galaxy. And they would not stop. The war had reached a turning point. Humans had shown that courage, skill, and unity could overcome even the greatest strength. The Galactic Union had underestimated them once, but it would not make that mistake again. And humanity was just beginning. After the victory at Epsilon Gate, humanity's confidence grew. Commander Ethan Cole and Captain Laura Brooks knew that the war was far from over. The Galactic Union had powerful fleets, massive starships, and weapons designed to destroy planets. But humans had something they had never had before: experience, unity, and the will to fight no matter the cost. Dr. Claire Mason worked nonstop, improving the AI systems and weapons. She had designed a program that could control hundreds of ships at once, coordinating strikes with speed that no alien could match. She had also worked on new railguns, faster engines, and stealth systems. Every improvement made humans stronger, faster, and deadlier. "Commander," Mason said one morning, looking at the display, "the aliens are concentrating forces near the core worlds. They are preparing a counterattack, but their fleets are slower than ours. We can strike first." Ethan leaned forward. "Good. We cannot wait for them to bring war to us. We take the fight to them. We show them that humanity will not bow." Laura Brooks joined them. "We must plan carefully. Their core systems are heavily defended. One mistake could cost thousands of lives." Ethan nodded. "We fight smart, and we fight together. This will be the operation that decides the war." The plan was bold. Humans would strike deep into the heart of the Galactic Union. The operation was called Dawn Strike. Hundreds of ships, both large and small, would move quickly through uncharted space. Stealth ships would scout, while the main fleet prepared for sudden attacks. Humans would hit key star systems, destroy shipyards, and cripple the alien fleets before the Union could respond. Ethan led the fleet personally. The USS Valiant moved at the front, flanked by fast attack ships and support vessels. The alien fleets expected a normal approach, but humans never acted normally. The AI coordinated every maneuver, predicting enemy movements and guiding pilots to strike at weak points. As humans entered the first core system, the alien defenses opened fire. Massive beams of energy lit the darkness, striking human ships. Explosions shook the fleet, but the humans were ready. They dodged, they countered, and they struck where the enemy was weakest. Laura Brooks led a squadron to disable the enemy engines. "Focus fire on the engine cores," she ordered. "We trap them here and cut off their escape." The human ships moved with precision. Railguns fired, missiles streaked across space, and alien ships began to falter. The humans fought as one, each ship covering another, each pilot supporting their comrades. Even damaged vessels pressed forward, refusing to retreat. Ethan watched the battle unfold. "Keep pressure on the central fleet," he said. "Do not let them regroup. Destroy their command ship. Without it, their forces will collapse." The command ship was massive, protected by energy shields and hundreds of smaller vessels. But humans had learned how to overcome even the strongest defenses. They used speed, surprise, and precise targeting to hit the shields, then the engines, and finally the weapons. The alien command ship exploded in a burst of fire, leaving the fleet leaderless. Without direction, the alien forces began to retreat. Humans pursued, capturing or destroying supply ships, repairing stations, and taking control of strategic points. Every victory shocked the Galactic Union. They had thought humans would be cautious, but humans were bold, daring, and ruthless when necessary. Meanwhile, on the surface of the core worlds, human strike teams led by Laura Brooks landed. They disabled key weapons, secured energy stations, and captured alien leaders. The aliens had never faced opponents willing to fight so aggressively on both space and ground at the same time. Dr. Mason monitored the AI as it coordinated the fleet. "The enemy cannot react fast enough. We control the battle from every angle," she said. "This is a human advantage. We can take the fight anywhere they go." The battles lasted for days. Human engineers repaired damaged ships in space, pilots flew missions back to back, and soldiers secured important stations. Humans worked as one, never giving up. The aliens, though powerful, could not match the speed, courage, and unity of humanity. Ethan led a final strike at the largest shipyard in the system. Hundreds of ships surrounded it, firing and dodging. Explosions tore through the docks. Alien vessels tried to fight back, but humans moved too fast, striking at weak points with deadly accuracy. The shipyard was destroyed, crippling the Union's ability to rebuild their fleet quickly. As the battle ended, Ethan looked at the destruction around him. "We have done what no one expected," he said quietly. "The galaxy thought humans were weak. They were wrong." Laura Brooks joined him on the bridge. "This is only the beginning," she said. "The Union will retaliate, but we have shown them that humanity is not to be underestimated." Ethan nodded. "We fight for our people, for our homes, for Earth. And we will continue until the galaxy knows that humans do not bow. Humans do not hide, and humans never give up." Even as humans celebrated, they mourned their losses. Thousands had died in the battles. Every life mattered, and every death reminded them of the cost of war. Ethan and Laura visited the surviving crews, offering words of comfort and encouragement. Across the galaxy, news of Operation Dawnstrike spread fear. Alien soldiers whispered about humans who struck quickly, moved unpredictably, and never gave up. Even civilians began to doubt their leaders. They had always believed the Galactic Union was unbeatable. Now humans had proven otherwise. The victories inspired new recruits. Pilots trained harder, soldiers studied tactics, and engineers developed new technologies. Humanity adapted faster than the aliens could. They improved their weapons, their ships, and their strategies with every battle. Dr. Mason created a new system to predict enemy moves before they happened. Combined with human instinct and skill, the fleet became nearly unstoppable. Every human knew their role, and every role was important. The AI guided, but humans made the final decisions. Together, they were stronger than any alien fleet. Ethan looked at the fleet preparing for the next mission. "The galaxy has learned one thing," he said. "Never attack humanity first. Never underestimate our courage. Never think we will surrender. We fight to survive, and we fight to win." Laura stood beside him. "And they will never forget it. Every world we liberate, every fleet we destroy reminds them that humans are dangerous. They cannot control us. They cannot predict us." The war was far from over. The Galactic Union still had powerful weapons and massive fleets. They would not give up easily. But humans had something stronger: courage, intelligence, adaptability, and the will to survive. Ethan knew the next battles would be harder. The Union would strike back with their best forces. They would use powerful weapons designed to destroy planets and fleets. But humanity had proven it could adapt, fight, and survive. They had learned to move faster, think smarter, and strike harder than anyone expected. Even the largest alien fleets could not withstand the speed, precision, and courage of humans. Every battle taught humanity something new. Every victory built confidence. Every loss reminded them of the cost but never broke their will. In the days after Dawn's strike, humans repaired ships, trained new pilots, and prepared for the next campaign. They were ready to push even deeper into the core of the Galactic Union. The aliens had begun to understand that humans were not ordinary. They were clever, unpredictable, and dangerous. Ethan walked the decks of the USS Valiant, speaking to the crews and offering encouragement. "We have won great victories," he said. "But the war is not over. We must continue to fight to adapt and to protect our people. Humanity does not bow, humanity does not hide, and humanity never gives up." Laura Brooks joined him. "And every victory we win teaches them a lesson they will not forget." Ethan smiled. "Exactly. We fight with courage, skill, and determination. That is our strength. That is what makes humanity dangerous." The AI continued to coordinate the fleet, predicting enemy movements and suggesting tactics. But humans made the final decisions. Pilots flew with instinct, engineers repaired under fire, and commanders coordinated chaos into precision. The aliens had never seen anything like it. Ethan knew the Galactic Union would not surrender easily. They had powerful weapons, massive fleets, and experience in war. But humans had something stronger: unity, courage, and the ability to adapt faster than any alien fleet. As humans prepared for the next strikes, they remembered the cost of every battle. Thousands had died, but every life mattered. Humans fought not just for survival, but for honor, for courage, and for the right to exist in a galaxy that had once ignored them. The war had reached a turning point. Humans had struck deep into the Union core, destroyed shipyards, and crippled fleets. The Galactic Union had underestimated humanity once. Now they would never make that mistake again. Ethan looked at the stars and whispered, "The galaxy has learned the name of humanity, and it will remember it forever." Laura Brooks stood beside him, "And we will continue to fight, for our people, for our home, and for our future." The human fleet prepared for the next operation, ready to push even deeper into enemy territory. Humanity was no longer just surviving. They were winning. They were changing the galaxy, and they would not stop. The galaxy had never faced a species like humans. They had thought humans were weak, slow, and unimportant. They were wrong. Humans were strong, fast, clever, and fearless. Every battle, every victory, every sacrifice proved it. The Galactic Union had suffered more losses than they had ever imagined. Entire fleets had been destroyed, shipyards burned, and planets captured by humans. Their leaders had hoped humans would submit, hoped they could be controlled or destroyed quickly. They were wrong. Humanity had fought back with a strength the galaxy had never seen. Commander Ethan Cole stood on the bridge of the USS Valiant, watching the stars ahead. The fleet behind him was larger than ever. Hundreds of human ships, each repaired, refitted, and upgraded, moved as one. The AI guided their maneuvers, but it was human courage, skill, and decision-making that made the fleet unstoppable. Laura Brooks approached him. "The Union Central fleets are gathering. They know this may be their last chance." Ethan's eyes were hard. "Let them come. They will learn again that humans do not give up. Humans fight. Humans survive. Humans win." Dr. Claire Mason joined them on the bridge. "The AI can predict most of their strategies, but they are desperate. Desperate enemies can be unpredictable. We must remain ready for anything." Ethan nodded. "We are ready. We will strike fast, hit hard, and take the fight to them. The galaxy attacked us first. Now it will regret it." The human fleet jumped into the system where the remaining alien high command had gathered. The alien forces were massive, but humans had learned how to fight the impossible. Stealth ships slipped through defenses, disabling shields and engines. Railguns struck command centers. Missiles hit critical supply lines. Every move was coordinated, every strike precise. The aliens fought desperately. Massive energy beams tore through space, exploding human ships. But humans were faster, smarter, and relentless. They moved unpredictably, using damaged ships as shields, creating diversions and striking from multiple angles at once. Every attack was designed to confuse, to weaken, to destroy. Ethan led the fleet personally. "Focus on their command center," he said. "Without it, their fleets cannot function. We hit hard and fast. No hesitation." Laura Brooks led a team of strike ships to disable the alien weapons platforms on nearby moons. Explosions lit the darkness, destroying massive installations designed to vaporize entire planets. Human soldiers landed on moons, securing key stations and neutralizing defenses. The aliens had never faced an enemy willing to fight both in space and on the ground with such determination. Dr. Mason monitored the AI, coordinating attacks across the entire fleet. "Everything is going according to plan," she said. "We can predict their moves before they happen. They cannot adapt fast enough." The aliens realized too late that their superweapons were useless against the speed, coordination, and courage of the humans. The command ship exploded in a flash of light, sending waves through the remaining alien fleets. Without leadership, the alien forces fell into chaos. Ships collided, retreated, or were destroyed. Humanity controlled the battlefield completely. Ethan looked at the destruction. "This is what they deserved," he said quietly. "They attacked our homes, killed our people, and thought we would bow." "They were wrong." Laura Brooks stood beside him. "And it will be remembered," she said. "The galaxy will never forget what humans can do." The surviving alien leaders surrendered. They sent messengers to Ethan and Laura begging for mercy. "We yield," they said. "You have proven your strength. Please spare our worlds." Ethan and Laura looked at each other. They had seen enough war, enough destruction. They knew the cost of mercy, but they also understood its power. "We fight to defend humanity," Ethan said. "But we are not monsters. We accept your surrender, but you will never forget the price of attacking us." Human troops secured alien worlds. Millions of civilians were freed from fear and oppression. The humans repaired damage where they could, rebuilt stations, and restored order. Everywhere humans went, they left a mark. The message that the galaxy could not control them, could not destroy them, and could not underestimate them. Back on Earth, leaders celebrated cautiously. They had won a war no one had thought humans could survive. Every victory was earned through courage, skill, and sacrifice. Ethan, Laura, and Dr. Mason were hailed as heroes, but they knew the true heroes were the thousands of men and women who had fought, trained, and died to make the victory possible. The Galactic Union had learned a lesson it would never forget. They had attacked humanity, expecting an easy victory. Instead, they had unleashed a force the galaxy had never imagined. Humans had adapted, fought, and survived. They had taken the fight into the enemy's heart and won. Ethan walked through the corridors of the USS Valiant, speaking with crews, offering words of encouragement. "We have done what no one thought possible," he said. "But we must remember what made us strong: courage, unity, and the will to survive. Never forget that." Laura Brooks joined him. "And we will continue to protect our people. Humanity has shown the galaxy what it is capable of. We will not bow. We will not hide. We will stand." The AI continued to coordinate fleets, predict enemy actions, and guide maneuvers. But it was humans who made the final decisions. Pilots moved with skill and instinct. Soldiers fought bravely on alien worlds. Engineers repaired ships under fire. Humanity had learned to combine intelligence, courage, and adaptability in a way the galaxy had never seen. Across the stars, alien civilians whispered about humans. Soldiers feared them. Leaders respected them. Even young aliens told stories about the courage, skill, and daring of the Terrans. Humanity had changed the galaxy forever. Ethan, Laura, and Dr. Mason stood on the bridge of the Valiant as the fleet prepared to return home. "We have won," Ethan said. "The galaxy knows our name, and it will remember it forever." Laura smiled. "And we will continue to fight not because we want war, but because we protect what is ours. Humanity will survive, and humanity will thrive." The fleet jumped back to human-controlled space. Earth and its colonies welcomed them as heroes. People cheered, cried, and embraced. The victory was complete. Humanity had survived an attack that should have destroyed them. They had risen, fought back, and won. Ethan addressed the assembled leaders of the United Earth Fleet and the surviving colonies. "The galaxy has attacked us and thought we would be weak. They were wrong. We fight for our homes, our families, and our future. We are humans. We do not bow. We do not hide. We never give up. And the galaxy will remember it." Laura Brooks and Dr. Mason stood beside him, proud but weary. They had seen the cost of war, and they knew the sacrifices made. But they also knew that humanity had proven itself. The galaxy had underestimated humans, and the mistake had been fatal for the aliens. In the days that followed, humans rebuilt, repaired, and prepared for the future. The fleet remained strong, ready to defend Earth and its colonies against any threat. Across the stars, civilizations learned to respect humans. to never underestimate them again. Children on distant colonies grew up hearing stories of the war. They learned about courage, unity, and the will to survive. They learned that humanity had fought against impossible odds and won. The legend of humans spread, inspiring generations to come. Ethan Cole and Laura Brooks looked at the stars, knowing the galaxy had changed forever. Humans had survived attacks that should have destroyed them. They had fought with skill, intelligence, and courage. They had won, and the galaxy would never forget it. Dr. Mason spoke quietly. We did what we had to do. We protected humanity, and now we make sure it thrives. Ethan nodded. The galaxy will remember this day. They attacked us, and they regretted it immediately. Humanity stands. Humanity survives. Humanity wins. The USS Valiant led the fleet back to Earth, carrying the pride and strength of a species that had proven itself in war. Across the galaxy, aliens would tell stories of humans who were clever, fearless, and unstoppable. And on Earth, humans celebrated, mourned, and rebuilt. They remembered those who had fallen, honored their courage, and promised to continue protecting their people. Humanity had survived, and it had triumphed. The galaxy would never forget. Commander Ethan Cole stood on the bridge looking at the stars. The galaxy learned a lesson, he said softly. Never attack humans. Never underestimate them. Never think they will bow. We fight, we survive. We win, Laura Brooks joined him, smiling. And we will continue to fight if needed. But the galaxy will think twice before striking again. The stars stretched out before them. Humanity had entered a new era, one of respect, fear, and admiration. The galaxy had attacked and humanity had struck back. They had proven their strength, courage, and determination, and humanity would never bow.